We want this.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 20.
Well, we saw him there trying to get. Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Watson on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watson on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. That is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Come on, D.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, check 26.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's checking 30. Based on travel.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put him on the button. Easy. Jump out. He's checking.
Rodgers again now. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Packers unable. Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 54 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
258!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First down, Green Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
22 yards there, a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, 40 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now in Houston, it's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Rodgers. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The left side throw complete to Adams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.